We're in there. All right. I don't remember there being a multiplayer option. So I got this game back when it came out because I thought the cover looked cool. And I don't know, I was trying to get into PC games, and then my friends had heard of it, and it just sounded interesting to me, so bought it back in, what is this, like 2000, 2001? I'm like, yeah, go good. Back then, like, WASD wasn't like the standardized keys in my opinion. Like, most people were still kind of like going between that and the arrow keys, and I couldn't get the controls to feel comfortable. Not to mention this game has like guns, and then you've got special powers, and I also didn't understand the concept of like a middle mouse button or whatever, a mouse wheel. I only ever saw mice with like left and right mouse button. That was it. So I thought like, oh yeah, press middle mouse button and number pad 10 or number pad 9. It's like, what?
I'm tired of traveling, or fighting superstition in its many manifestations. Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism. Little did I know I'd end up being labelled as Patrick Galloway, the man with endless occult knowledge. Before I knew it, people all over the world paid me to investigate all kinds of weird things. As long as they paid me, I'd look into it. Funny thing though, the more I saw, the more I believe there are forces beyond our control. Creatures not explainable in any human terms. Things that make my skin crawl. I fled from Ireland and hung around Paris and London with no real purpose till the Great War started. I joined a special unit whose job it was to squelch the fears of the superstitious farm boys who made up the fighting ranks. The Trasanti were the biggest pains. New commanding officer, Jeremiah Covenant, led our unit on a hunt for their camp. We were ambushed. They came streaming out of the woods, waving swords and howling like banshees. I saw their leader holding a strange stone over his head, yelling weird words in a strange tongue. And just when I was gonna pull the trigger, he glared right at me. A bright green flash came from his hand, and it bowled me over as my gun went off. I woke up in a hospital bed with severe burns. They told me Jeremiah and the unit had gone on without me, but he'd given me the shaman stone to keep. I hadn't given any of this much thought until I came back here to find this letter that Jeremiah wrote me almost 6 months ago.
34-year-old sends you up text at 9:30 p.m.
This is not something I'm dying to do,
boy.
for it may mean the death of me. He saved my life though, so I owe it to him. Just hope it's not too late.
Alright. Yes. I remember this game. This is also before I understood what engines were. Unreal looking model. What is that thing? Those are birds. Bats or something. Ah yes, the load times. The awkward meetings.
Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's. Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you.
Head movements.
We've all been quite worried.
It's different. It was really cool, you know?
Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters. I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now. Jeremiah let go of everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean. Because we've lost electricity to most parts of the house, we can only maintain the living quarters. This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
I'm looking at these textures and just thinking like, man, this looks so sharp. I mean, I did install a texture pack. I guess it's supposed to be a texture pack and mod some other stuff. Maybe there's like HD textures. This system here was the thing I didn't understand. Did not get that. Let's see. Upstairs. Let's turn the sensitivity down. It was a wee bit high. Good. What the fuck was that? Game's thinking it crashed, but it didn't. Very confused.
Won't budge.
Yeah. Sorry.
Patrick, you made it.
At your service, Jeremiah. Sorry for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Apparently too long.
Patrick, I came back
You
from
got
the
some
war
fucked up
only to
hands, my
find
guy.
my entire estate in disarray. My brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Strange events began happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings have increased since I've been back from the war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I'll check it out. Lock the door behind me. Stuck.
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 Jammed.
Time to do the thing. Man, I don't know why. Like, this game, I'm sure it changes later on. I probably got far enough to know. But it I don't remember there being a ton of enemies. It was just that the ones that were there would take like shots. They would take, a decent amount of shots to go down, and for some reason they would always like just scare me most of the time. Like come around the corner, like, oh, one of them jumps out at you. It's a jump scare. Gotcha.
Can you describe what you can only see? As the bonds of flesh are broken, the world becomes apparent.
I missed him doing his weird head rotate thing. Never finished this game. I never got super far in it, I don't think. Maybe I did. I'm convinced there are some games that I'm like, I didn't get that far, and like, if I went back and played it again, or finished the game, I'd be like, oh, I made it further than I thought. Like, Return to Castle Wolfenstein is a game I've probably bought like 3 or 4 times and just never finished. Smells like bitch in here. I think part of what makes this game is the enemy encounters like kind of feel dangerous is that they do a decent amount of damage to you. I don't remember. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's 50 damage. That shit adds up really quick. Like, said 100 health. Now I'm at 55. I haven't really done anything either.
Stop.
Oh. Reload faster. 43.
Oh, help me, Patrick!
You did like 17 damage to me. Or something.
Those beasts were after me.
What in God's name were those things?
They're called howlers. And while I've never seen one before tonight, I've heard of them for years.
Those weren't natural, my friend. We're fighting more than superstitions here.
Perhaps I was being naive not to tell you, but there might be something more sinister at work here. When I was a boy, I encountered something I can't quite explain. You see, there was this isle of standing stones that sits just off the estate. Someone had carved a sigil into each of the stones, something indiscernible. Father had many books on the occult, one of which contained a sketch of that very symbol. I took my brothers and sisters out to the island and read from my father's book.
Well, what happened?
Something answered. The ocean began to boil, and a great wind whipped against us as we stood in the circle, and my siblings huddled to the ground in fear. Eventually, the wind died, and the sea settled. Patrick, I know it sounds like the ravings of a dying man, but I believe those standing stones had something to do with this. What has once been a taint upon this family has now begun to manifest itself.
But you told me you're dying. Doesn't this curse end with you?
Who knows? My brothers and sisters are dead, but I don't think they're really gone. I've heard some servants whispering. They think they've seen Lisbeth on the estate. My family has come for me. I sense them, Patrick. By now, you and I know the supernatural exists. You saw the Howlers. And what about our encounters with the Tersante during the war? You still even carry the Gelzebar stone with you.
It's a token of the shaman's life I took. That's all.
I found a scroll with a picture of the Gelzebar on it.
I think it's higher
I believe it
resolution than his
contains the
entire
way to
fucking body
awaken the
is.
stone's dormant power.
What's wrong with his middle finger?
Very well. Let me study this scroll overnight, and I'll see what I can do in the morning.
This house still hides many secrets. I'm counting on you to reveal them and put an end to this mess.
Okay. Next day, in the guest room. Oh, whoa.
Have you noticed anything strange going on?
Apparently, Elizabeth's room was broken into last night during the commotion.
Where's her room?
Just down the hall from here. It's quite a mess.
I appreciate them trying to add NPCs into, you know, this engine.
Tell me what you know about Lisbeth.
Why, she was a fetching young lass. Quite the fiery temper, though. She could be placid and calm 1 minute, and then suddenly she's spitting curses and swinging her nails at you like an animal. 'Tis a pity her mother died birthing her.
Indeed.
Following her mother's death, I'd raised Lisbeth like my own. In the end, the wasting sickness got her. I'd cared for her when she was sick and watched her wither away to nothing. Pity a young woman has to die in the spring of her life. Now she rests with her poor mother at the family mausoleum. The groundskeeper claims to have seen her recently. Oh man, seeing a ghost is never a good omen.
Where can I find this groundskeeper?
He's out in the gardens. You can get there through the kitchen.
I wish I was his
knowledge is
groundskeeper, Willie.
appreciated. Thank you.
There's nothing in this room.
Need a key.
Need a key.
Help me!
Oh, this is one of those games. I forgot about that. You can just circle strafe. Because they lunge at you, but they lunge in a straight. That was it. All right, it's all coming back to me, but not really, but kind of. Nice. Got me. What a dick. What a dick. I don't think there's another one here. Q. Q is the button.
Stuck. Stuck.
Like a Victorian Serious Sam, but completely different. Okay.
Stuck. Stuck.
Ready? Scary. This dude here looks like this person from Kiss. This is some random hair metal guy. I don't know. Yeah. Pictures, man.
Need a key.
I'm pretty sure you can only go one way most of the time. Not like huge open branching paths or anything here. Sorry, it looks suspicious. Played video games before.
Is that the door to the gardens?
Yes, it is. However, I don't have the key. I lent it to the maid. I believe she's cleaning Herr Keisinger's room today. It's located in the east wing of the house.
Thanks. I appreciate your help. Stuck. Stuck.
Boy, she's got a knife. Oh boy.
Where is it? I know it is around here someplace. Ah, here it is.
Like the accuracy. You see how good I am at aiming?
Won't budge.
Oh shit. I didn't realize I had this power yet.
The great hall of paintings. There is the truth. Image becomes reality. He will rise again. The ritual continues.
That stupid little scroll he just did.
Stuck.
Wasn't this... Wait, what the fuck? No. Oh boy. He's the East Wing King. I was gonna say, I thought the East Wing was on the other side. I was like, doesn't it make any sense? Clearly that's the West. There's no map.
Bethany often used this room as her office after Jeremiah left for the war.
Thank you. Oh boy, that shit hurted. That shit hurted. Oh boy. Ran out of ammo.
Won't budge.
Won't budge.
Stuck. Won't budge.
All these hallways look the damn same, so I can't tell which one I came around the corner from. What the fuck? I don't know if this is accomplishing anything or not. I'm just gonna sit right here. Let this be what it is. Well, that worked out in my favor.
Rifle through my personal belongings. Guards, at once!
Yo, that's some bullshit right there. Did you see that? Look at this. No, but we're bros now, right? Okay then. F. So I need to use the amplifier with you. Alright, there we go. Now this does more damage, I guess. Which is good, because I've already run out of bullets once. That's cool. Alright, well, anyway, I'm gonna go and take a break. I will be back later. I've been playing this game for like 2 or 3 hours. It's been like 30 minutes. Alright. Actually, it might have been longer than that. I don't know, because I had to restart. What's it called?